हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आज इस वीडियो में हम हैदराबाद यूनिवर्सिटी एमए इकोनॉमिक्स 2019 एंट्रेंस क्वेश्चंस पेपर के बारे में डिस्कशन करेंगे। इससे पहले हम क्वेश्चन नंबर 59 तक सॉल्यूशन कर चुके थे, तो इस वीडियो में हम क्वेश्चन नंबर 60 से स्टार्ट करेंगे। सो हियर क्वेश्चन नंबर 60, significance level in estimation of a parameter can be related to. Given options are type 1 error, type 2 error, both type 1 error and type 2 error, and last option variance of the sample. And the question is about level of significance or significance level in estimation. And as we know, the probability of type 1 error is called level of significance. So probability of type 1 error is called level of significance, and it is represented by the symbol alpha. In statistics or in hypothesis testing, it is represented by the symbol alpha. So since the probability of type 1 error is called level of significance, so here in this question, significance level in estimation of a parameter, it is related to type 1 error. So here the correct answer is option A, that is type 1 error. Then next one, consider an estimator Tn x1 x2 up to xn based on a random sample of size n for a parameter theta for some random variable x. If it is found that variance of Tn is minimum among the given class of estimator for theta, then Tn is said to be. And here, if variance of Tn is minimum, if variance of a estimator is minimum among all the given estimator, if variance is minimum, then that particular estimator is called efficient estimator, and here it is given in option B. So here variance of Tn is minimum among the class of estimator for theta, then Tn is said to be efficient. Remember, if the variance is minimum, then that particular estimator is called, if the variance is minimum or the variance is least, then that particular estimator is called the efficient estimator. So here the correct answer is option B, that is efficient. Then next, which of the following is a trade weighted average of a country's bilateral exchange rates expressed as an index number relative to the base year? And given options are real exchange rate, effective exchange rate, floating exchange rate, bilateral exchange rate. And here the question is, which of the following is a trade weighted average of a country's bilateral exchange rate expressed as an index number relative to the base year? When a bilateral exchange rate is expressed as an index number relative to the base year, it is called an effective exchange rate, and which is given in option B. So here the correct answer is option B. The next, which of the following policy choices represents a combination of fiscal and monetary policies designed to bring the economy out of recession? Given options are increasing both taxes and a discount rate, decreasing both taxes and the money supply, increasing government spending and decreasing the central bank rate, increasing both taxes and money supply. And here the question is about how to bring the economy out of recession. So in order to bring the economy out of recession, the government has to increase its spending and the central bank can reduce its lending rate. So here the correct answer is option C, that is increasing government spending and decreasing the central bank rate. Next, which of the following is a recent paradox in trends in inflation rates in India? And given options are inflation rate based on WPI, that is wholesale price index, and CPI, consumer price index, are decreasing. Inflation rate based on WPI and CPI are increasing. Inflation rate based on WPI is increasing and inflation rate based on CPI is decreasing. And last option, inflation rate based on WPI is decreasing, inflation rate based on CPI is increasing. And here the correct answer is Inflation based on WPI, it is decreasing, but inflation based on consumer price index CPI, it is increasing, which is given in option D. So here the correct answer is option D. Then the next, which of the following a British economist whose contribution are seen as constituting the economic theory offered by mercantilism? And here given options are Adam Smith, Thomas Moon, J.S. Mill, J.M. Keynes. And out of these four, Thomas Moon is the mercantilist economist. The correct answer is option B, Thomas Moon. Then next, division of labor in Adam Smith's economic analysis implies, given options are specialization, social security, minimum needs, none of the above. And as we know, in Adam Smith's analysis, division of labor, it always leads to specialization. Division of labor leads to specialization. So here the correct answer is option A, that is specialization. Then next, a monopolist is trying to maximize total profit. He has the following average revenue function, P equals to 63 minus 4Q, and the total cost function is given by TC equal to 20 plus 15Q, where Q is the output, P is the output price. What is total profit of the monopolist? Here we have to find out the total profit. So as average revenue function is given and total cost function is given, so first we have to calculate from the average revenue function, we have to calculate total revenue. And as we know, total revenue is average revenue into quantity or price into quantity. So total revenue will be average revenue function multiplied with quantity, that is Q. Then we have to calculate profit or profit function. Then profit function will be total revenue minus total cost. Profit, it will be total revenue minus total cost, that is profit function. Now from the profit function, we can take the first order derivative of the profit function. We have to take the first order derivative of the profit function and we have to set it equal to 0. We have to take first order derivative of the profit function and we have to set it equal to 0. Then we can get the critical value at which the profit is maximum. And now we have to put the critical value on the profit function. Then we will get the answer equal to 124. So remember, the process is first, from the given average revenue function, we have to calculate total revenue, that is average revenue into quantity. Then we have to find out the profit function, which is equal to profit function equal to total revenue minus total cost. Then we have to take the first order derivative of the profit function and we have to set it equal to 0. After setting it equal to 0, we will get the value of Q. Value of Q will be 6. If we solve this, the value of Q output will be 6. And now we have to put the value of Q on the profit function. Then we will get the value of total profit and it will be 124. Then the next one, the name of Francois Quesnay is associated with, given options are capital accumulation in system of natural liberty. Second, the gospel of wealth. Then table economy and ideas of the physiocrats. Then next, table economy and ideas of building a wealthy and powerful states. And the name of Francois Quesnay is associated with table economy and he was a physiocrat. So here the correct answer is option C, table economy and ideas of the physiocrats. Next, who defined economics is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. And given options are Alfred Marshall, Lionel Robbins, David Ricardo, P.S. Samuelson. And here the correct answer is option B, Lionel Robbins. This is the direct definition given by Lionel Robbins. The next, the Fisher effect in economics states that the real interest rate equals the nominal interest rate minus the expected inflation rate. Actually, here in these questions, the minus the expected inflation rate. This is the actual answer which is given in the question. So there is a mistake in the questions. Actually, real interest rate is equals to nominal interest rate minus expected rate of inflation. But here the expected rate of inflation is the answer which is given in the questions. So here the correct answer is expected rate of inflation, but it is also given in the question. So this is a wrong question, or it is by printing mistake. But remember, real interest rate is equal to nominal interest rate minus expected rate of inflation. The next one, the basic objective behind holding buffer stocks by Food Corporation of India is, basic objective of holding buffer stocks by FCI is, given options are to cater to targeted public distribution system, to enable farmers to meet their cost of production, to meet the requirement of reach, to stabilize prices during acute situation. And here the main objective behind holding buffer stock by Food Corporation of India is to stabilize prices during acute situations, and it is given in option D. So here option D is the correct answer. Next, India does not import any milk or milk product from which country? It was banned due owing to presence of toxic melamine content in milk, which started in September 2008 and is being extended till December 23, 2018 or until further orders. And India does not import any milk or milk product from the country China, and it is given in option B. Then next, which of the following acts in India In which of the following acts in India the target was set for reduction in revenue deficit and fiscal deficit only and not for primary deficit? And given options are the FRBM Act 2003, FRBM Act 2005, the Finance Commission of India Act 2016, Revenue and Expenditure Management Act 2017. And here the correct answer is the FRBM Act 2003. Here the target was set for reduction in revenue deficit and fiscal deficit only and not for primary deficit. So here the correct answer is option A. Then next, consider the following matrix. Here a 3x3 matrix is given. Then here the question is about, and the options are matrix H is positive semi-definite or positive definite or negative definite or indefinite. And here, as we know, here the first principal minor is -3. The value of the first principal minor, determinant of the first principal minor is -3. So it is in negative form. And the second is 2. So it is in positive. So if the odd principal minors are negative and even principal minors are positive, then it is called a negative definite matrix. Remember, if the odd principal minors are negative and the even principal minors are positive, then it is called a negative definite matrix. So here it is, the correct answer is option 3, that is matrix H, which is a negative definite matrix. The next, widespread agrarian crisis in India is largely emanates from, given options are excessive import competition to farm sector, inadequate credit to the farm sector, inadequate output prices for the crops, outdated farm management of the farmers. And here widespread agrarian crisis in India is largely emanates from inadequate output prices for the crops, which is given in option C. Then next, WTO formation and implementation of its agreements have benefited many developed countries but failed to benefit many developing countries because, given options are developed countries imposed high tariff, developing countries reduced their exports, developing countries could not reduce their subsidies, developed countries continued their invisible subsidies. And here the correct answer is option D, that is developed countries continued their invisible subsidies. Then next, one of the main success of midday meal program of the government of India is removing mass starvation, solving the problem of vaccination deficit, reducing high dropout rate in schools, reducing learning disability. And the main success of midday meal program of Government of India is the reducing high dropout rate in schools. Then next, in which of the following years Hyderabad University or University of Hyderabad was established? The given options are 1974, 1975, 1976, 1979. And the University of Hyderabad, it was established in the year 1974. So here the correct answer is option A. Then next, contribution of six sector, that is agriculture, forestry and logging, fishing, mining and quarrying, manufacturing and construction, to the GDP of India is estimated with the adoption of given options are income method, expenditure method, product method, a combination of any two of the above method. And in India, the contribution of different sectors, that is agriculture, forestry, fishing, mining, quarrying, manufacturing and construction, to GDP is estimated by using the product method. So here it is given in option C, the product method is the correct answer. So we have completed up to question number 79, and we will discuss the subsequent questions in our next video. And if you like this video, then please give your valuable comment and share with your friends. Thank you.